A lot of people struggle with shading errors and bad geometry. If that's you, don't worry. I'll show you exactly how to fix them. Let's go through a few problem objects and clean them up one by one. Let's fucking go. Alright, let's start with this first one. So the problem here is that the bevel was not performing well. And the reason for this is because you forgot to apply the scale. And this is the most common problem you would face, especially when you're working with hardopes and fluent. So when normally apply the bevel and it kind of looks like deformed and uneven, the reason for this is because the scale was not applied. So the easy fix is just hold the control and press the A key, then apply the scale. That would spread the bevel evenly to your surface. So whenever time you see that the bevel was performing bad or it's a bit strange, you can simply apply the scale and that will fix the problem. Next, you have some interesting problem. So I simply apply a boolean, the difference boolean in this cube with some array modifier. But you'll notice that the array is working good, and when it's coming to the bottom, it missed one array, the one count, and then it's continued. So there is nothing suspicious. It's because that your boolean solver is set to float. So a simple fix is to set to exact. So in most cases, your difference boolean or any boolean is performing strange or it doesn't gives you what you want. It's simply because the solver is set to float. So change it to exact and that would fix 95% of the problem. Yeah, let's move on to the third one. So this is also a most common issue that you face in Blender. So we have a nice chamfer on the top. When it comes to the bottom, you can see that it loses the sharpness. It basically because this is less than 30-degree angle. So when the surface is below the 30-degree angle, it loses the sharpness because generally when you apply the shade order smooth, it's set to 30-degree. But in case I'm just set to 25, but normally you'll get 30-degree angle. So that way, Blender can't identify these edges. So the simple fix is just by lowering your auto smooth angle. So in my case, 25 is fix my issue, but depending on your model, it can be lower or higher. Next, let's take a look at this cube. It seems like it have no issue, right? But the problem is its geometry. So when I go to the edge mode, you can see that we have some trash over here. And this can happen for many reasons. So in some cases, you may not see these edges visibly. It either flipped inside or you don't even see it. So what happened here is that when you try to select this face and do any operation, for example, when I try to do a bevel, it actually bevel flat because there is no spacing for bevel to perform. And the reason for this is because we have double edges. So I have edge over here and also another edge. So that is why this edges looks dark because there is double edges. So simple fix, you need to delete this trash. I'm going to select this one and X, then dissolve edge. Then same for this, X, dissolve edge. Then I'm going to hold the Alt key and left click to select all the edge loop and press X and dissolve the edge. So now when I perform bevel, it works without any issue. And if your people have any trouble with selecting the edges, you can simply run a machine tool cleanup. So select all your mesh and then press 3 on your number pad to clean up the unwanted edges. But for my case, I set it to dot key. So I'm going to select all and then press the dot key. So you can see that it removes all the unwanted edges and still we have some edges over here. I think it requires some manual delete. So I'm going to remove this and also remove this. And now when I run a bevel, it works. Now let's take a look at this one. So I have a cylinder and also I'm performing a circular cut on the middle. And you can see that we have a nasty geometry at the top and the bottom. The reason for this is because it lacks the geometry to limit the shading. And to fix this, you need to make sure that you don't apply the boolean. Otherwise, it would be really complicated to fix it. So if you don't apply the boolean, it would be easy fix. So what you need to do is jump to the edge mode and then add a loop cut. Then increase the count to about maybe 70 to 80. It's quite a lot, but it works. And you can see that we have a clean shading because the geometry here is holding the shading. So we have a tight geometry here so that the shading was unable to travel more. Next, we have an interesting shape here. So let's see what is the problem. I'm also going to enable the cavity so that I can see the issue more clearly. On this side, we have some breakages. So let's see what is going on there. So yeah, so it's because the loop edge is collapsing with each other. So to fix this, you need to redirect the loop edge. So I'm going to press K to enable a knife tool, then select this point and point it to the straight. Then we can safely dissolve this edge. X, dissolve edge, and also this, then also this one. And you can do the same thing for this direction. You simply redirect the loop edge to straight and then dissolve these edges. So that will fix the collapsing and the edges break. Next, we have a overlap face. So let's see how to fix it. First, we need to delete this face. So I'm going to hold the control and then press to grow the selection and press X and delete it. Dissolve face. So that actually fixed the problem. So the root cause here is the tight geometry. So you wanted to insert the face to this much, like very small, but you can't do that because your geometries are very close. So when you try to go like this and it collapses and it's causing the overlap. So in this case, what you need to do is simply shift D to duplicate and then press P to separate and choose selection. Now select this face, right click and set the origin to center. Then scale this down like this. You can scale how small or how big you want. There is no issue. Then go to the face mode, select all and then press E to extrude. You can extrude it like this and also extrude it outward. And now you can select the both mesh and perform a difference boolean. So that gives you the same shape, probably like an insert, but you don't get any issue. So if you want to insert very small, but your geometry doesn't support that, you can simply use this trick. Lastly, we have an interesting shape here. So let's see what is the problem. Yeah, we have a shading error at the back and also some sharp lines at the top. And generally, it has some bad shading. So first thing first, let's fix the sharp edges. So what you need to do is simply apply the bevel using Fluent or Horops. So press F and then add bevel. Then lower the bevel width. And if it's still causing the issue, you need to open this auto smooth and then pin the weighted normal to the last. That will fix the bad shading as well as the sharp edges. But you people may wonder, so how can we do this without a paid add-ons? So first, you need to increase the auto smooth angle to about, I guess, 33 to 35. And then you add a weighted normal. So go to normals and choose weighted normal. Then pin it to the last and up in this auto smooth, then enable the keep sharp. So that will fix all the sharpness and the shading errors. These 8 problems aren't the only one out there. There are many types of shading and geometry issues that can happen. But I can't cover everything in a single video. So if you are struggling with any specific problem, just record your screen and send it to my Discord server. I'll collect them all and make a part 2 based on issue. Thanks for watching. Now go and start fixing your shading properly.